get out, I get sentenced. But when I get back to my cell, that's when it hit me like, this is gonna be my home for 6 years and a half.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be my home. And then I was just like, fuck it. It is what it is.
But go back to that moment when you realized it, when you're in the cell. Do you remember what that feeling was like?
Yeah, I did. It was just like, I was saying, like, damn, who, like, you start thinking, like, in your head, like, all right, who's gonna send me money? Like, who's gonna take care of me? How's my kid gonna be? Is the mother gonna be there? Is who gonna raise my kid? You just start thinking about, damn, like everything just feel like you're hopeless, like it's over. You know what I'm saying? But I was a strong kid, like, cause I always handled everything that was dealt to me. I was just like, fuck it. And I was probably sad for about a week, but as soon as I got that bus trip, like they're like, pack up, I'm like, fuck it, it is what it is. Let's get this thing over with.
That's when you listened to the advice that your friend gave you or the co-defendant gave you.
Yeah.
I mean, it still sounds like trauma, right? To me, it does. Hearing that you lost hope, right? Who's gonna take care of your daughter? Who's gonna take care of your family? Who's gonna take care of you, right? But you had to just kind of grit your teeth and bear it.
You gotta man up. Yeah.
Can you paint a picture of what like your experience was like in prison? I mean, I know about a lot of the things that you had to do to survive. A lot of it was, like you said, just your nature, not necessarily your nature, but things you were doing before, right? And here you are now in prison. I want you to share with me what it was really like for you. Outside of maybe the things that you did, but what was that experience like?
I want to say, truthfully, this is crazy saying it, but I had a blast. Because I wasn't a weak link. Like, jail can be, and that's why some people come home and don't learn their lesson. Because jail can really be the streets. Like, you could really make it home. Some people don't want to get comfortable. And so that's when it starts to wear and tear you, you know what I'm saying? But at the most part, like, I'm still getting drugs in. I was still having sex. Like, I had it all, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was your experience different than like someone else? Do you think
I would think so,
typical?
because the bad end of the stick is you not having a girl to come see you and get some pussy, or not having a girl to bring you drugs, or not being able to run a gang or be a part of a gang, get abused, get molested, get robbed, get stabbed. But you know, I was on the good side. Like, everybody left me that I thought was gonna be there. But just because I was in a gang and I had somewhat of control of certain things, I was able to call some shots and make other things work with regular individuals.
Inside jail. All right. But again, that's not typical. That's not what most people probably experience if they didn't have that relationship, that connection with the gang before going in.
Yeah. So the average person commits suicide or cries or doesn't come out the cell.
Why is that?
Because it's scary. Everybody, an individual can't lie, sit here and tell me when he first went to jail or when he went behind the wall, which is behind the wall is like, that's all you see is no trees, it's just big wall. So you don't get to see that that outside, that street life. You don't get to see none of that. But behind the wall, you wasn't scared. Like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like that breath, that big breath, deep breath. I used to take those like every night coming in.
What did it do for you?
I just was like, yes, I'm in my cell. You know what I'm saying? And even when you in your cell, it's not safe. That's just like, even in your cell, somebody could crack your cell open and then it's on.
Like they can break into and enter your cell.
I don't want to say break. That cell come open. Somebody let them in your cell.
I'm tracking.
Yes. But I feel like my jail experience was crazy, but again, I always make the bed I lay in. So maybe in jail I could have just like, you know what, I don't want to gang bang. I don't want to do this. Stay by myself. But nah, I wanted to be the man even in jail. You know, I wanted to get the drugs and I wanted to support my daughter while I was locked up. And that's what I did. So maybe my jail experience was easier than others, but only because I felt like I was built like that. So certain people, like, I was in solitary confinement for like 30-something months. And some people don't make it out of there. Like that rope, that sheep rope, a lot of people use that route.
To kill themselves.
Yeah.
How did you survive that? I mean, you know, obviously, you know, hearing stories from people that I've cared for in the past, it's tremendously hard on the mind.
Yeah.
How did you get through that?
Praying.
Okay.
Medication. I just think patience, like, I think if you want to learn patience, go to jail. They'll teach you how to wait.
Wow. How
to wait your turn for everything. I learned that because you have to wait. No matter how hungry you is, you gotta wait for child. And even though you know 7 hours later is lunch, you gotta wait. You're not gonna get it faster. You're not gonna go to rec faster. You're not gonna go to programs any faster. You on their time. And I just learned how to just wait and just, all right, I'm gonna get out of here one day. It's cool. But of course, you think of everything. You think of suicide is definitely the first option. Like,
did you think about that?
Yeah, of course.
How?
Of course.
How? Like, at what stage in your incarceration did you?
I think it was definitely in solitary confinement. It was just like you want to do things, and it's crazy, but I look at it, it's for attention also. So it's like.
You mean to act on it?
To act on it. Because sometimes when you like the CO ain't listening to you, like, man, fuck that. Like, all right, let me show you. You fight, right? You get in a fight in solitary confinement with your bunkie. They give you a tier 3 ticket.
What's that?
A tier 3 ticket is like an infraction. So with that infraction, you're ready. The hole is just like the last resort they got. So when you get in a fight in the hole, now they give you like food. They take away your food. So you no longer get the nasty shit they're already giving you. So now you get something even nastier, which is a loaf of bread.
And that's it.
A loaf of bread with like vegetables and corn and cabbage and in the bread. Like you could throw this bread, no matter how bad I try to like squish it and make it eatable, the shit's still hard. You can put it under your pillow. You can put it anywhere. That shit don't squish.
That's absolutely inhumane.
Yeah, and that's where one time, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, nah, I should fucking hang up and get these motherfuckers in trouble because this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
what stopped you from acting on that? I mean, because at that point you probably are malnourished to some extent because the food, you can't really eat that. Your mind is stressed. How did you get out of that thought?
It was probably like, I was like, nah, that's weak. Like, that's weak. Like, dang, I'm already 4 years in. Like, that's weak. Like, I look at myself like, and you know, at the time, you know, I'm one of the top dogs. So it's like, what? He hung up. He tried to hang up. Like, hang up is just like, nah. Like, your name would get dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? So it just thoughts of me in my head. Like, I never told nobody, but it just like, I was like, yeah, I should hang up. And especially not getting no mail. Because I went to the box for dope and coke and stuff like that, smuggling off the visit floor. And they take your visits now.
Absolutely.
So now, I'm a dude that's getting visits from random people, you know what I'm saying? My friend might pull somebody down for me to not get no visits.
That's very
2 years straight. And again, you have a bunkie. Sometimes you don't have a bunkie, but when you do, this motherfucker getting visits. And you just, in jail, the littlest things make you happy. All the littlest things could turn your life upside down. So it'll be things like, I think, let's say 50 cell. Like, you hear it over the loudspeaker. 50 cell, 50 top. You know, you got the top and the bottom. So they'd be like, 50 top, visit. You're looking at your bunkie, and he's just all excited. And you're just like, man, I can't even get no fucking visits, man. Nigga come back talking to you about his visit. You can either be happy for him and be like, word? So word, shorty came up, she finally came up? How was it? Or you could be bitter like me, like, nigga, I don't even want to hear about that, man. I ain't got no visits. Fuck is you telling me that for? And that's a fight. So sometimes it's just like, even in jail, you gotta like hide your happiness.